thing I love about, when you discuss politics, depending on who you're talking to, different words mean different things. Okay. This is why I find a lot of the terminology that we often use fucking useless. In the sphere of having like a conversation with someone that y'all can't even agree on the meaning of the words. If you watch my live debates, you notice one of my tactics has always been to have the person that I'm on the opposite side of define the terms that they are using. Always do that. Why? Because number one, often it's just a buzz term. They don't even know what it means. But most importantly, let's say that they have a meaning and that's prepared for them. If they are arguing if we are arguing, let's say the same word, yet it means different things to us, that conversation at that point becomes fucking useless and not even worth having. It's not worth having. I think how you look at what is deemed as conservatism or the conservative wing of the conservative party is the same thing. Depending on where you are, where you're at, not even just in like different countries, like different states, it just means a different thing. And what they view of what is a conservative is often different from what someone else does. I know I did this, I don't want to say it wasn't a roundabout way. It was more of trying to explain what was going on. But that also can just mean that you're dealing with bad actors acting in bad faith or their controlled opposition. I saw this going around yesterday. It's a bunch of people. Imagine this. Earl Weber, he has stated this. Shout out of him acknowledging this. The California Republican Party will be enforcing a COVID compliance requiring mandatory proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test to attend the upcoming California GOP convention in Anaheim. Okay. Let California sink into the motherfucking ocean, guys. And I mean that, of course, metaphorically. Some people think it should happen. There are some of you that are still in that fucking state that thinks so. It can be salvaged. Worse, that the Republicans that are in that state are going to be able to do something. It's a different culture there. How it got there, I think, is important and it's worth documenting so you learn for those mistakes. But can we all agree, for you guys that are from there, been there your whole life, you might not be a raging leftist, but we should, I think, at minimum agree that state is fucked. Okay? It's just something unique about the entire geographical area that is fucked. And it's too far gone to where now at this point, I'm all for putting up a fight. I'm all for that. And I'm not going to knock anybody for having the nutsack to be like, I'm going to fight this. And I'm not going to say that you are in the wrong for putting up a fight. Because at the end of the day, the aggressors are the aggressors. Okay? So I'm not going to fault you. In the same respects, let me ask you this. Are you doing something conducive for yourself, liberty, and your family by being in enemy territory, completely outmanned and outgunned? Could it be more conducive for you to go align and get closer to folks that are your allies? Now, in certain areas, I get it, right? You're at this, well, there's kind of this tug of war match going, and it's a fight that, again, it can be won. This one, I think ultimately it can be won, but I don't know if it's going to be won by you guys sitting there in enemy lines and allowing yourself to be fucked. Even the people that you think are the guys that are on your side, we're not talking about the Democrats. This is the California Republicans. They're fucking leftists. They may pay lip service to that. Now, they ain't the only Republicans that do this shit. Y'all know we well document you little chicken shit fucking Republicans. We do it all the time. But it's just something unique about that state. That's just how they are. It's nothing wrong. It ain't no love lost. It ain't nothing. It's not cowardly to go up there and go get out of there, relocate, regroup, reassess the situation. Because a lot of y'all are going down with a sinking fucking ship. California is unique in the sense that it's gone. The leftists had infiltrated. They got it. They got control. And you can see it's so far gone that even the folks that you consider the opposition, I'm not saying it's not the opposition, your allies. I'm not saying they were ever my allies. I don't fuck with Republicans. But what I'm saying is you guys do. Like, oh, they're the opposite guys, or of the two dominant parties. They're the ones that more align with you and your ideals, and you should support them and blah, blah, blah. I think in California, that place is just tainted. It's just what it is. It's culturally fucked. I say, if you are out there and you have the financial means, consider relocating and getting closer to some allies. That doesn't mean you just you giving up any. Nah, bro. It's just you're of no use to the fight for liberty being fucked over. You're just not. The leftists. The Republicans are leftists. And often, I mean, you go to pockets of this country, it's been that way for a while. You know, people like to use the term neocon to describe some of these guys, and neocons are leftists, make no mistake. But I look at it like, this is why most political, I'm going to end on this note, most political, let's say, spectrums are fucking useless. Because a lot of who y'all consider right wing, even people that would consider themselves on the right wing, I call y'all fucking leftists. So this is why often looking at it on a scale like that, a spectrum like that, it doesn't mean that it's useless. It's only useless if you guys can't agree to those terms. At that point, it becomes useless. Then it doesn't matter if you call them whatever. It's meaningless because you guys are talking past each other. But from an ideological standpoint, these guys are closer to your enemy than they are to you. Think about that. You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.